Willie D live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes in the studio. Dun, dun, dun. Mark Curry.
There we go.
What's up, fam?
Willie, I would expect a better intro, at least or something. My God, boom, boom, or something. You know, I need a beat now.
We'll add it later.
It's an honor to be here with you. I just want to let you know, I grew up on you. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
And you don't know the influence of you on me. So it's beautiful to be here with you because you are a legend always.
Thank you, man.
That's the truth. Am I right?
Yeah.
It's,
Appreciate
you know, and I saw you yesterday, and you walked up to me. I said, wow, this dude's a legend. You always will be a legend. So you were a legend, so I grew up on your music. When I grew up, that's all I listened to.
Yeah.
All.
Yeah.
I don't know how, that's all we listened to. It wasn't that much music out there.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to say you are a legend too. I think you had the same jacket on in the album.
Nah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I think was that the same album? No, in the back.
I wish I had that jacket from that album.
Really?
Oh man, it'd be worth so much money, man.
And listen, I have all my memorabilia from Mr. Cooper.
Yeah.
The first time I was on Mr. Cooper, I got the jacket. I have the blazer.
Yeah.
I kept everything. I always
Wow.
kept everything because I'm 6'6", so I had nobody to give it to.
Right.
When you this tall, you can't hand me down no big old jacket, and no thank you. Ain't nobody that tall, so I still got all the clothes I have.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. When you, speaking of being 6'6", was there any pressure to actually be a basketball player?
Of course, when you grow up in the ghetto, there's always a pressure to be a basketball player because that's all they give you is the basketball courts and the streets.
Right.
They block the schools off with penitentiary fences, so they want you to play basketball. So, of course, I wanted to play basketball, but as a young G in the game in East Oakland, you had to make decisions quick. So I realized that wasn't my game. But I could play that game to succeed, to do what I need to do. But it was some boys that was 6'8", Guy Williams, he's 6'8", starting for USF. He didn't make the pro. Like, damn.
Yeah.
So they had, no offense to Guy Williams, but he was incredible. I think he got hurt. But, I would play ball, and I knew I wasn't as good as these guys. So my pipe dream wasn't that dream, believe it or not. I love ball, but I knew it wasn't going to take me to where I needed to go.
Right.
But I looked the part. I loved playing it. And so I quit my college team. I quit because I said, no, we ain't doing this. We ain't doing this. So people don't even know I quit my college team. I said, that I need to go and do what I need to do because it ain't helping me.
Did you go to college on a scholarship? Or?
Well, they wanted me for Phi Slamma Jamma, U of H, and I turned them down. When Elijah Wan and Clyde Drexler claimed me, and I said, no, they wanted me as point guard. I'm lying, people.
I was about to say, man, where did this story come from?
No. They wanted me. So, I quit. Like I said, I knew that wasn't my dream. So I saw all the dudes that were doing the NBA, that going overseas. I said, I ain't going overseas for $30,000. I can make that on the street in East Oakland in 1 week. So no. So I stayed in Oakland, and I had another dream. It was comedy. And that was a dream that was the dream deferred because no one was doing comedy at the time. But I felt that's what I wanted to do. It was basketball. It's so funny you say that because the coach on my college team thought I was too funny. He said, you're not serious. You're not serious, But this is who I was, so bam.
But you wasn't the always jokey. Was you the jokey guy? Like what's that guy that used to play for the Lakers name? The big guy, Howard? Jawan, is it? What is it? Howard something.
He's
Howard. Last name Howard.
Yeah, he's weak, so he's a 7-footer.
Dwayne
He's
Howard.
weak. You don't remember his name
Dwayne?
because he's weak.
I think that guy.
Yeah, he jokes a lot.
He play too much, man.
No, he's just a youngster. That's his personality. Dwight Howard.
Yeah, okay, Dwight Howard.
Yeah, Dwight Howard.
Yeah, that dude, I just felt like he had like immense potential, man, but it seemed like he squandered it because he didn't take the game seriously.
I don't know what happened. I look at that, I don't want to talk about him, but might as well. In Orlando, when he came in, he was a top player. He took him to the playoffs, if you remember. And then he went to the Lakers and the other teams, and remember Kobe called him soft.
Yeah.
So when Kobe called you soft, then,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I think Kobe is a lot like me. I just want you to give me everything you got, no excuses. If you give me everything you got, I told my son that my son played football in high school, and his team, boy, they was sorry than a mother. I'm talking about one of the sorriest teams in the history of football.
Right.
And it's because these kids had no motivation to be grimy and win, and
Right.
I mean they had no motivation to just put it all out on the line.
Right.
Because they were already set. They wasn't trying to make it to the NFL. They was just playing football to just say, get their little football picture.
Right.
Pictures,
Yeah.
on the mantle or whatever.
Right.
But I told my son, I said, listen, man, these guys, they're not serious about being out here.
Right.
I say, but I need you to be serious, and I need you to give me everything you got.
That's right.
Every single play, every single game, and you'll never hear a complaint from me.
Right.
Just give me everything you got, because you got my last name.
Right, that's right.
You part of my legacy, bro. And I said, I ain't getting down like that.
Right. That's beautiful.
And,
You're right.
and he went out there. That boy gave me everything that he had, every single play. Hustle. Every single play. You could barely even touch him. The ball was moving so damn fast.
Right.
You could barely touch him. But yeah,
That's what it's about.
That is it is a remarkable thing to be able to actually play sports and then transition to other things, because so many athletes out there, they get stuck on that one thing and they can't pivot.
Right.
And they end up like going into a dark place.
Right.
I want to go all the way back to Oakland, man, because first of all, shout out to Oakland. You guys have always supported us.
We loved you.
We got family in Oakland.
Yeah, we loved you.
All you guys, man, Short, Sway.
Yeah, we love
E40 and the whole
bumped
crew,
you.
the clique,
You was fifth in the rotation.
Yeah,
because you sounded like us.
right.
You was
Yeah,
early.
Oakland, man. How was it growing up in Oakland?
How was it growing
in
up
your
in Oakland?
household?
In my household,
And coming from a family of 9, you're the
baby
youngest.
of 8, baby of 8 kids.
You're the baby of 8.
Yeah, baby of 8 and 2-bedroom house.
Wow.
Deal with that.
Were
Baby of
y'all
8.
all in the same house at the same time?
All in the same house, all at the same time, and that's where I got my comedic skills for survival. Everybody. I wasn't the funniest one in my house. We had a funny house, so here you are, a ghetto house, and we're growing up, and I don't want to say we were poor, but we always had food. We always had heat. We only had 2 heaters, but it was on. We only had 1 heater in the front, 1 heater in the back. I'm listening to this. It sounds like we grew up in rural Mississippi or something. I'm like, wow, we had 1 heater in the front of the house and 1 heater in the back. So before you get on the bus, you had to get on that front heater and then run out. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. So 2-bedroom house, 8 kids. So you had to pick a bed. My brother be in bed at 3:00 in the afternoon just to get a bed. It's my bed. If not, you didn't have a bed. I never had a bed. I didn't have a bed until my sisters moved out. I didn't have a bed until I was about 16. Yeah. Because I just had to jump beds.
Right.
Isn't that crazy? Look at that. I never really said that. That is so funny. That's crazy. 1018 73rd Avenue, baby.
Was you raised with your father in the house?
Yeah. I was the only one on my block in a 10-block radius with a daddy at home. Why in the hell I have to have a daddy at home? Damn, I was like, damn, why I gotta have a daddy at home? Everybody could do what they want to do. 7 o'clock, that light came on, clack, clack.
Right.
Hey, it was time to go. You hear that whistle? I was the only one with a daddy at home. So therefore, I didn't realize this till later on in life, talking to, my homeboys, D-boys, and my father was the father of all of them.
Right.
And I didn't know that. He said, man, we be doing something grimy. Your father come by and said, what you gonna do when they come for you? And so, so he was really the dad for everybody. I never knew that.
It's community dad.
Community dad. So I was the only one with a father at home in the ghetto. I think, that's crazy. That is so crazy. And I was the only one with a father at home. So when I left, I had a daddy. I wasn't smoking weed. I wasn't doing drinking, nothing. My daddy had a motion detector light in the living room. You come in, bam, bam, where you been, boy? Yeah. So it was growing up. So I had a 2-parent home growing up, and I went to Catholic school. because my mom was trying to get me from the hood, so she sent me to Catholic school. And so here I am, ghetto boy, in Catholic school, living in the hood. And so it was. I think the church kind of saved me because I ended up working for the church. I was an altar boy. I ended up working for the church on that summer program. They was giving me money. And so, I came, and I don't know, I was blessed. The Lord blessed me, to survive, really. Because, so many guys didn't make it, and I was blessed. I don't know what my light was, my ambition, but, I had a different light. And so, I knew what I wanted to do in the turmoil of everything that they gave us at the ghetto. Because the ghetto gave us so much, devices. You walk to school, and I remember seeing them cool cigarette ads or 40-ounce ads. I remember I had to walk by a liquor store to go to school. You had to walk by a liquor store. And so you think about all that. You think about, I survived government cheese. I survived, all these shootings, police shootings, all this, and I survived, and I became, somebody out that house. So that's deep. And I never really think about that, but because a lot of boys in San Quentin in the penitentiary right now over some crazy stuff, and here I was the light, and I had a light, and I survived it. I don't know how I did it.
Did you feel the love at the time in your household? Did you feel like, as a kid, did you feel loved?
Yeah, that's deep. Not from the pops. Pop's relationship was deep because fathers then, love wasn't, it wasn't about that. It was about
love was providing and protecting.
Yeah, but my mother gave me a lot of love. And then I had love from my sisters and brothers. So, yeah, my mom's gave me a lot of love. And she was the main piece to keep me going, keep me calm, situations, when I first started doing comedy, I was clean and fresh because she would come to my shows. So I couldn't be talking about, all this craziness. So when I first started out, people said, "You're a clean comedian." So I said, "No, nigga, my mama come to every show." My mama come to every show, so... And so, yeah, it was definitely the love in the house.
Yeah. Let's go back to East Oakland Youth Development Center.
Yeah. Okay.
What was that like? I went to the boys' club. That's why
I got into a fight.
My refuge.
The boys' club. Walked into the boys' club in East Oakland first day. Niggas was on one. We got into a fight the first day. I never went back to that.
And what was this fight over?
Where I'm from. Where you from, homie? Where you from, homie? I think we were from 73rd, and they were in the 80s and the 90s. They was running the boys' club. Like, what? We went in there. So I would have to go to the white boys' club way in San Leandro to avoid funk.
Yeah.
Then they opened up the youth centers, and that youth center was cool. And that, so that I went in there. I was like, okay, this is cool. And so I've spent many nights or days in there playing basketball, just chilling out, so that youth development center was big, and I was able to come back, after Mr. Cooper, come back and serve it, just with my time. I would go back in there and just, be with the kids from the ghetto, let them know I'm a ghetto boy too. You can do any damn thing that you want to do against all odds. Just my presence. I wasn't trying to preach, just the presence of me showing up with a nice whip, still being who I am, and we had a basketball tournament that was incredible. Our tournament turned out, Damon Leonard played my tournament. We had a lot of guys, play in my tournament, which was incredible. So I gave them back a tournament, and my biggest thing was to give them big trophies. We gave them big-ass trophies because I wanted them to go home with something. I ain't never won a trophy in my life. I had never won a trophy. And I was like, man, so everybody, we fed them and gave them a big-ass trophy. So we gave them hope. That's all I could do is give you a little hope, baby.
Do you ever go back to your old school, St. Joseph?
Yeah, that's a white community. I get robbed and I get arrested. Shit. Hell no.
Are they affiliated with Notre Dame? Because it's St. Joseph, Notre Dame.
It's St. Joseph, Notre Dame. Notre Dame I went to all boys school, Catholic, and the girls was next door. So that sounded like a long time ago. So I went to a school, the girls was next door. We didn't interact with the girls. And so but the school taught me so much. It was a very rigid Catholic school. It was about that education, and it taught me, how to bubble in education. because a punk ass coach cut me in the 10th grade, bitch ass mother. And he dead now, but still, you know.
Now that's the more Curry I know.
Yeah, bitch ass mother cut me in the 10th grade. I thought it was the end of the world, but it was a revelation that who I was gonna be.
Yeah.
You know, because I learned. I said, you know, I learned how to educate myself once I got cut. You know, so I said, okay, he gonna cut me. Okay, it was a different motivation. It spent me to a different motivation.
Man, you just said. You said you call your coach a bitch ass mother.
Yeah.
That sequence of words seems like one of your favorites. It seems like one of your go-tos because you said that about Steve Harvey.
Bitch ass mother.
Yeah.
Well, if you was a bitch ass mother, you know you was a bitch ass mother. Bitch ass mother is a certain type of mother. You know what it is. You know what I'm talking about. You from the hood. You know what I mean? If I say you was a bitch ass mother, you know, I mean, you just, you know, you ain't, you know, I have to explain that.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you ever had to, like, get into it with somebody? You use those words. Those are fighting words.
No, I don't fight nobody.
You don't have to fight.
I tell these motherfuckers, a bitch ass motherfucker. Don't mean I gotta fight you. He gonna say, "What'd you say?" I'm saying, "You heard what I said." And that's it. I ain't fighting you. If I fight you, if I see you, I'm gonna walk up and knock you the fuck out. I don't have to talk and all that bullshit. I don't do that talking.
Okay.
You know, walk up and knock you the fuck out.